Today's special. Here it is. Oh boy, this is so exciting. I can't wait to tell you all about it. Bottom line is, not only are you getting Andrew's #1 top reorder product, one of his top selling products of all time, huge customer pick, our top selling beauty product, but you are getting the biggest, best value. And this formula, along with super high levels of biotin, you are also going to be getting pomegranate included in the formula and EGCG included in the formula. We'll break that down for you in a minute, but this is a special formula only for the Today's Special. Now, on top of that, if you get the big one, if you go for the big 720, and most of us are because you want to stock up today, why not? If you take 2 a day, that's going to last you for almost a year. So if you go with the 720, you also are going to be getting 38 sachets of Andrew's amazing tea. You are going to be getting his green tea, and then you're also going to be getting a sampler of many of the other favorite tea flavors as well. So you're getting a total of 38 sachets of the tea. If you order the 720, I want to step over here real quickly and show you how the pricing looks here. And I'm going to tell you to dive in. Men love this product. Women, we all love this product so much. If you want your skin, your hair, your nails to look better, this is the easiest beauty product ever. You know, I mean, it's just the easiest. It's
also, for lack of a better word, the cheapest.
Right, look
it's
at
pennies a day.
How is this $99? The tea is a $31, almost $32. The value of the tea in the 720 is almost $32. You could, you know, take that right off this price. Because seriously, that's like under $70 then.
And then we've added pomegranate, we've added EGCG. But
How
again,
did you do that?
to look at, well,
this is wild.
The craziest part of all.
Good job.
When you look at the original price of this product from 18 years ago, you'd be spending more for 1 capsule than you're spending for 2 capsules today. And then when you consider the most expensive ingredient in this formula is biotin. Biotin costs more than $1,000 per kilogram. A kilogram, again, a kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So a couple of pounds of biotin is over $1,000. We deliver 8 times more today than we did 18 years ago, but the product is a fraction of the cost. It's helped by the fact that it's a Today's Special today, but it just demonstrates the value. And again, I just try with all of my products, and sometimes raw material costs conspire against me, but we try to be incredibly efficient. That's what these Today Specials are all about. These Today Specials are our opportunity to manufacture products at a level of efficiency that I never dreamed of. When we're at our live remotes, you see that enormous 300 cubic foot blender. The efficiency that's provided for us, that eliminates, when we do a blend for products like that, that eliminates dozens and dozens of blends and different QA steps and things like that. So these Today Specials provide efficiency also in buying each and every raw material, because when you buy more of a raw material, you get much better pricing. So that's what this day represents when we do these, and we do about, I guess, 10 or 12 Today Specials in a year, and Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails is our biggest one we do every year. It's an opportunity for you to benefit from the savings that comes from our manufacturing this directly for you.
If you were just buying the pomegranate and the EGCG, it would cost more than what you are spending for the whole 720 count. If you were buying the pomegranate, the EGCG, and the tea, you're at about $135 just for those 3 things that you're getting basically for free. Because when you look at, again, I'll show you the breakdown here real quickly, just the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails all by itself. So let's just start over here and show you. So the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, the 720 cap, that is a $172 value. Pomegranate, 50, green tea, EGCG would be 49, and then the sachets, remember you're getting 38 of those. That's another $31.54. So you're at over $300 today for $99.90. This is huge. It is the biggest, greatest value of the year. We do this once a year, pulled out all the stops for you, and that's what makes us so irresistible.
this is the best value we've ever had.
Ever.
So we've been doing this for 18 years. This is the highest level of biotin. We've done 4,000 micrograms before on special. So this is 4,000 micrograms of biotin. As Colleen said, again, it's one of the benefits of not having additives in a capsule, that we were able to add the pomegranate in, the EGCG in, both of which, especially in summer, this is beneficial, that our body has all sorts of mechanisms inside that are protective of UV radiation. So it's not just the only way to use sunscreen is on the outside. The way we nourish our body actually gives us protection against UV radiation on the inside. Two of those ingredients that do that are pomegranate and EGCG. But of course, you're getting the biotin, you're getting all of the other nutrients that are essential to allow biotin to have the benefits it delivers. But when you look at a product like this, and I was just, that there are over 4,000 positive reviews, not positive, there are over 4,000 five-star reviews, perfect five-star reviews. I think there are close to something like 4,500 positive reviews. Again, it's a product that's close to...
Yeah, there's almost 600 4 stars.
So it's a product with about 95% positive reviews. That to think that you could have that kind of, and this is a question, I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but I always have to answer it. People think that we take out the negative reviews. They look at all my products and they're all customer picks. They think we edit them and we kind of cherry pick them. We only pick the good ones. That, in fact, even for the charts I bring on air, we just take a whole bunch of reviews that they're all so positive, we don't have to cherry pick at all because they're all such positive reviews. And it astounds me that, especially with humankind the way we are, that it's very difficult to get people to agree on anything, even things that would seem to be very agreeable. So I guess it's always kind of a relief to me that when we look at my products, and we look at all of my products, we have over 50,000 reviews. They average over 4.6 stars. So we're looking at a product here that's exactly like that. So.
Oh, you do? Okay, so Steve's just updating me. So now keep in mind, you get the 38 sachets if you do a 720. But if you do any of the other sizes other than the you get a sample pack of the teas.
I wanted everyone to be able to sample the teas because if nothing else, green tea, of course, as I said before, is protective of our skin, it's protective of our cardiovascular system, it's protective of our brain. So there's all sorts of benefits to be derived. It's such a healthy habit. So if by enjoying the benefits of this incredible beauty product, and I would say that the little bit of shampoo, I know the shampoos that Muriel uses, it costs more than the 2 capsules of Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails she takes. And today, when you take one capsule of Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, you get more biotin than the folks who are taking Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails got in 2 capsules for the first decade that product was available. So from 1998 to 2008, in 1 capsule today, you get more biotin than they got in 2 capsules. So I'd say today it's about 50-50, people taking 1 capsule or 2 capsules. Muriel takes 2 capsules. I typically take 2 capsules. Sometimes I take 1, but I typically take 2 capsules. But it's a product that is so affordable when you think that the conditioner, the shampoo, the moisturizer, when you think of how much these things cost, this is a product that for over the course of a month is just literally just a couple of dollars, that you're talking about a little more than a dime a day on the large size. And that's without even giving credit for all the bonuses you get. If you credit those bonuses in, it's less than a dime a day to get these benefits. We spend more than that on shampoo or conditioner or moisturizer or any of the multiple products we use for the beauty of our body. And this is the only one that really makes sense because the quality of our skin, the quality of our nails and hair, they're all determined when the factory is making them. The quality of this product was determined by the raw materials in the factory when we made it. And so it's just common sense. We know that. So of course, after our hair, skin, and nails are grown out, we should take care of them as best we can. But it's an artist realizes the best paints and the best canvas are going to create the best art. You protect it after it's made, but you create the art with your raw materials, and the only way you grow these tissues are with ingredients that are not available from the typical diet, even from the healthiest diet, and I'll go over that in a moment. But the easiest part for me isn't trying to justify trying this, which is pretty easy to do, but the easiest part when you look at how inexpensive it is, how downright cheap it is. A little more than a dime a day, and if you really calculate it fairly, less than a dime a day. It's just a great opportunity to astound yourself. Even if you're a skeptic, as I tend to be with products, I tend to be sort of a prove it to me kind of person, that this is a product that I love skeptics because you'll be astounded.
Absolutely, and I do want to point out 75% of that clicker, the 12,800 spoken for, is the largest choice, just to let you know. Now, a lot of us, I only take one a day, so for me, I can do the 360, I take one a day, and so that's only 60, for what is this, $69.90. So if you only take one a day, like I do, you can do this for $69.90. That is so inexpensive. It's $23 on FlexPay. The big one, the 720 cap supply, that is $24 and pennies on FlexPay. The funny thing about me is that when I started taking this product several years ago, I was taking 2 a day, and my hair was growing like a weed. My hair grows so fast, and my nails grow so fast, I literally had to slow it down. It's like, this is wild. When you start taking this product, you will see such a result. And I find the longer I've taken it, the more I love it and see those results. And I'm sure you'll feel the same way. Think of the money we spend on our hair, on our skin, on our nails. This is going to give you better nails, better quality nails. It's going to make your hair better. You're going to find everything from just the way your hair looks, feels, the shine, the color, all of those things. If you are not taking this yet, it's a drop in the bucket. For the money we're spending, you think about that. I mean, for $99 for a whole year for a beauty product, you know, one beauty cream. I mean, I love, for example, my Genifique. That's $99 for a bottle. This is $99 for a whole year for 2. 2 a day. You are going to see results.
And if you take one a day, you'll see results. What I often say to make this most affordable, perhaps for the first 30 days, take 2 capsules a day, and then thereafter you could take 1.
Right.
2 capsules, 1 capsule, whatever works for you. Either way, it just ends up being the least expensive investment that you make in terms of beauty. Because I think if someone, I'm not sure how much it costs to typically go to a beauty salon. I know even when I get my hair cut, and I probably get my hair cut 3 times a year. I'm pretty bad about that. But so it's not that bad, even if it's expensive. But it's expensive when you go to a hair salon and all, if there's color or other treatments.
If you're doing cut and color and a blowout, you're over 100. It depends on where you live.
What region?
You're well over $100 for sure to get those things done.
This product at $100, and first of all, at $100, you're getting what is going to be more high potency than most multivitamins because it's comprehensive nutrition. But when you look at this product, that $100 is getting you either 1 or 2 years depending on how you use it, or a year and a half depending on how you use it. So it's a product that when you do the math, it's either $8 a month or $4 a month, and it's a product that delivers deep nutrition. It's not just a little, as a typical product, low potencies, just kind of skimming the surface, just sort of blessing it with ingredients. It's giving you significant, meaningful nutrition. What I wanted to do is, when it comes to biotin, biotin is the most important nutrient in any beauty product. I'm not that confident that the quality of biotin in typical products delivers, because we hear over and over again how people take similar amounts of biotin and they just don't get the results they get with this product. I think there's 2 reasons for that: both the form of the biotin, the form of the product, that it might not be all that bioavailable, and the fact that they don't give you all the other nutrients that we provide to make sure that biotin, which doesn't work on its own, that biotin has the other key nutrients it requires. But looking at biotin, for those of you who think that biotin is readily available from the diet, and that you have a wonderful diet, and that you don't need this because you eat a wonderful diet, these are the best sources of biotin. These.
Yeah.
So, and most healthy people aren't eating an abundance of chicken liver, beef liver, because those are the highest sources of cholesterol that we could ever possibly.
And you'd have to eat 5 pounds.
A day.
A day.
A day. Or 9 pounds of beef liver, or 10 pounds of yeast. It's all these rather obscure foods. Or
it's impossible.
286 cups of mushrooms. And that's per day to be equivalent to this product.
If you have a couple eggs, you need 308 eggs.
Oatmeal is healthy, but 69 cups of oatmeal is not.
Right.
308 eggs. That's about, what is that, about 30,000 milligrams of cholesterol?
Right.
91 cups of soybeans. And it continues. Most people, if you ask them best sources of biotin, a lot of people think it comes from fish. You'd have to consume 83 pounds of salmon, 125 pounds of halibut, 1,846 cups of strawberries, 50 pounds of peanuts, 4,642 cups of broccoli. So there really is the only good sources. A lot of people think orange juice is a good source of, that's some of these we pick that, and it isn't. You'd have to consume 500,000 calories of orange juice. So
really
the problem
isn't a good source.
And that's especially when you read the research on how biotin is the first line of defense when you're talking to a dietitian or a nutritionist or a dermatologist that is dealing with a patient that's struggling with issues with their nails or their skin or their hair. The first line of nutritional defense is always biotin, because it's recognized that the typical diet, how much biotin do you think is in the typical diet?
I mean, hardly any.
About 40 micrograms.
Oh, I would believe that.
About 1%.
I mean, when I'm looking at what you're putting up there, even if you have a glass of orange juice, you're barely even blipping the radar, right?
Right. So, and that's when you look at all those foods, because we're not typically eating beef liver and calf liver, that most of the things deliver just a pittance, just a small amount of biotin. So unfortunately, the biotin that's so essential for the growth of these tissues, that, remember again, our hair, skin, and nails, they're not this little superficial system on our body. They are the largest system in our body. So our hair, skin, and nails are the largest system in our body. It's called the integumentary system. The cardiovascular system, smaller. The nervous system and the brain, smaller. The skin, hair, and nails, the largest system in our body. And its unique requirements, because not only is it large, but it never, ever, ever stops growing. So it's constantly growing. It has these unique requirements because of that, and biotin is at the top of that list. And unfortunately, the way we eat, no matter how well you eat, you won't get the nutrients, particularly biotin, that's necessary for the healthy growth of the best tissues. And again, if you think you do, or we do in general, then this product wouldn't be rated at 4.5, 4.6 stars with 4,000 perfect 5-star reviews.
I mean, you get that many women to agree on a beauty product. I mean, you will see a difference. And if you don't, you won't reorder it. This is Andrew, of all of Andrew's incredible products, and every one of his products is a customer pick. This is his top #1 reorder product. Now, nobody is reordering a beauty cream, a beauty anything, if it is not delivering results for us. We are picky. We women expect results from our beauty products, and if we don't, we're moving on. This is the biggest, honestly, it's the biggest beauty bargain. I do not think there's a better beauty value, because the fact that you take care of hair, skin, and nails in 1 capsule a day or 2 capsules a day. And I will tell you, I want to show you again what the choices are. We're so busy. I'm so excited you're ordering. You can see thousands of women wait for this day, and men too. Guys love this product. Why should the guys not be able to have advantage of taking a capsule and having better hair, better skin, and better nails? We all can benefit from this, and it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your nationality, it doesn't matter what type of hair you have, what type of skin you have. I mean, everybody benefits. So I'll show you one more time what the choices are here real quickly. You can see a 60, a 180, a 360, a 720. Most people are ordering the 720. Most people like to take 2 capsules a day for $99.90, reminding you that this formula for 1 day, for 1 time, has both EGCG and pomegranate in the formula. And those 2 products, if you were to buy 720 capsules of each of those products, you'd be over $100. Just for those 2 ingredients, not counting the fact in the large one you are getting 38 sachets of Andrew's Delicious Teas in the various flavors. And then also, if you do the 360, if you do the 180, you're also going to be receiving 8 sachets to get to a nice sampler pack to try Andrew's Teas as well. So, I mean, $69.90 for a year's supply. $99.90. This is the best value we've ever had on this product.
If you look at the
amazing
180 capsule supply,
that's
today,
usually
the normal
$94.
price was $94. So today you get 4 times as much plus the tea for basically that price. What I was going to say, I have a chart here that's kind of funny. Imagine this. This is a square inch. I'll put it right down here.
Okay.
So that's a square inch. So in terms of our skin, we often think of our body as being, we're like very superficial. Well, they say beauty is only skin deep. Our skin is actually quite complex and not just so superficial. And if I'm just going to read this chart on the skin right here, and if we look there, every square inch of skin contains, so this is a square inch, inch by an inch by an inch. So every square inch of skin contains approximately 45 miles of nerves. 45 miles of nerves.
In that little...
In a square inch.
No kidding.
More than 1,000 nerve endings. About 20 feet of blood vessels.
In that little tiny inch.
In a square inch. Almost 20 million skin cells. More than 500 sweat glands. And more than 60,000 melanocytes. That's the melanocytes are pigment cells. Wow. That's what actually melanocytes also synthesize vitamin D.
Wow.
So when you think about our hair, skin, and nails, these are incredibly complex, specialized tissues that protects our body, that has a barrier function, literally a breathing function, but it needs to keep bad things out. It needs to let the right things in. And to think about the complexity that actually has all those nerve endings, so it's a sensory organ as well. When we think about that, I think we need to appreciate that this tissue has very specific nutritional requirements. As I said before, it's the largest system in our body. It's larger than the systems that we think of as the most important system, the cardiovascular system, nervous system, digestive system. The integumentary system is larger, and it never, ever, ever stops growing. Those other systems, all they have to do is maintain themselves, repair themselves. The integumentary system, our skin, our hair, our nails, they're constantly growing. And a lot of growth. Over the course of a normal lifetime, basically, I'll grow another version of me in skin. I'll grow over 100 pounds of skin over the course of my lifetime.
Wow.
I'll grow hundreds of miles of hair. Hundreds of miles of hair over the course of a lifetime. Wow. A strand of hair, I think that's something like 1,200 miles long, if it was all just one strand of hair. And nails that are over 100 feet long. So that is a tremendous amount of manufacturing work. And we better do it well, if for no other reason than we feel better when it looks good. We depend on the appearance of these tissues. We wouldn't be investing billions and billions of dollars a year on those tissues if our self-esteem, if our self-worth wasn't attached to how they appeared to others or how we feel they appear to us. So this is the smallest investment you can make. And as I said before, it is without question the most logical. You don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to even be smart to understand that these tissues all get made inside your body. So the only time you have a chance to affect their quality, and you can, is on the inside of your body. On the outside, you're basically playing the role of an undertaker. You're dressing up dead tissue. Your hair is dead once you see it. When you cut your hair, it doesn't hurt. When you cut your nails, it doesn't hurt. You don't need an anesthesiologist. When you exfoliate, it doesn't hurt because those tissues on the outside of your body are dead. Any chance, I mean, basically, all of these beauty products, what we're doing is we're doing our best to cover up what we did wrong on the inside. How about doing it a different way? How about buying those beauty products to bring the life out of all the good things you did on the inside? And that's what this product's about.
It makes sense, doesn't it? If you give your body what it needs to grow better hair, you're going to grow better hair. You're going to grow better skin and nails. And these are the ingredients that you need that we are not getting in our diet. And that's it. You saw the chart. We're not eating that. We're not eating the biotin ingredient products that we need in abundance to get what this is all about. And on top of that, because of all of the other ingredients, these other ingredients help to support the biotin, so it works better. So if you've tried another biotin product in the past and you didn't get results with it, you need to try Andrew's. It works. There is no way it would be his #1 reorder product if it were not working for hundreds of thousands of people all over the country. And the best part for you is you get to try the big bottle for $24 on your credit card. The smaller, the 360 bottle, it's $23 a month on your credit card. So you can make your first flex payment. We'll send it home to you and try it. Give it a 30-day trial run. See what you think. You will give it a couple of weeks. You're going to start noticing a difference. And then the longer you take it, I don't know if there's any females at HSN. The guys probably take it too, but I think all the girls, we all love it. We all take it. I was one of the last holdouts because I take so many of Andrew's products. I thought, I don't know, do I really need this? Is it gonna make that big of a difference? And then I just fell in love with it because I couldn't believe, again, the quality of my hair is just better. It just is better. My hair grows faster. My hair, I used to always have to keep it fairly short because it would break. It literally would break off. It was so dry and so frizzy, and especially living in Florida, the humidity, the whole thing. So I've just found I have much better hair thanks to Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails. My nails, as I said, I do have acrylic overlay on my nails, but they're not plastic tips. They're my own nails, and they grow like a weed. I'm constantly having to trim them down, but that's a good problem to have. And your skin too, you will notice a difference in your skin. Not just the skin on your face, it's the skin all over your body. You notice your skin looks better, it feels better. So that's the beauty of this product. It really goes to work for you. It's one capsule. You think of the time, the maintenance, the time we put into our skincare regimen, doing our hair, getting our nails done, all of that. And the time and the money, this is a second a day. It's 1 second, you take one capsule. It is the easiest, fastest way to get results in the world of a beauty product. I mean, the beauty industry is probably what, probably a multi-trillion-dollar industry at this point. The money we spend to try to look more beautiful.
I don't think it's that big. The healthcare is $3+ trillion in America.
So we're in the billions.
But I would say worldwide, the beauty industry is tens of billions of dollars.
Has to be, right?
It's far bigger than the nutritional supplement industry.
Right.
And what's interesting about this product, again, this is despite there being very costly ingredients in here, it's among the most affordable products I make. We're talking about a product that's a little more than $0.10 a capsule. And again, 100% additive free, entirely made with solar energy, giving you the levels of biotin and we have dozens of reviews that talk about folks taking higher levels of biotin in separate biotin products that don't deliver the results of this product. And again, everything I make comes with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. You either fall in love with this or I encourage you to send it back to us. But I was going to read some reviews. I haven't been reading any reviews at all. Let's read a few reviews.
All right. And Stephen was just telling me, because later on tonight when I have my show with you, he said the pace we're going, he said the projected pace we're going, the 720 will be gone, which means you're going to have to help us get more of that somehow later in the day. The 720 is going fast.
We'll deal with that first thing in the morning.
Goody.
Unless back in Henderson, Nevada, they're watching.
Just a little heads up for everybody.
Well, but we'll do the best we can because we always hold back some capsules in Nevada. We try to predict the demand, but we always hold back some capsules there. So that's why we're sometimes able to get a few in at the last moment.
Cool. All right.
Because we make everything again. No one makes it for us. Best capsule ever. And also when I read the reviews, what I try to do, because we have so many reviews on this product, we have over 4,000 5-star reviews. If I went to reviews from a year or 2, 3 years ago, I could pull all the most compelling, incredible, reviews that would bring tears to your eyes. But what I try to do is always bring in some of the new reviews. So these are just all the latest, most recent reviews because there's constantly a consistent flow of just remarkably positive reviews, and I encourage you to read them. That they're not all perfect, but close to 90% of them are.
Yes, they are.
And we don't take out the bad ones. So as we go here, best capsule ever. I've been an HSN customer for a few years. I'm a jewelry lover. I always see Andrew on HSN and was very curious about what he offers. He is a knowledgeable, genuine, and caring person. Thank you, that was nice. You can tell that he puts the time, effort, and work into providing us with the best ingredients. My parents will say to the exclusion of everything else. Sometimes my friends do. This capsule has worked wonders. I have weak nails and they always crack. I swear within the first week I could tell the difference with my nails. They're stronger than ever. I love it. Thank you.
Excellent.
Seeing a difference. I've seen a difference in my skin since using these vitamins twice daily. I always have made sure to take care of my skin on the outside. Not too much sun, wearing sunscreen, keeping hydrated, etc. But notice, now that I'm in my 30s, my skin has had a dullness to it. But since taking these vitamins, I must admit my skin has become bright. I will continue using this and will recommend to family and friends.
Excellent.
From Sylvia in California.
Good for Sylvia, starting in her 30s too. You don't have to, the earlier the better.
Most people wait.
Yeah.
And this works well in your 20s, your 30s,
Absolutely.
your 80s, your 90s.
You bet.
The older you are, actually, the more you'll tend to see a difference.
Absolutely.
Want longer lashes? Yep, not only does your hair become thicker, but my eyelashes actually got fuller. I never expected that. I can't testify for any changes in my skin, but I use so many different creams that it is hard to know what's doing what. This is my second order of biotin, and I very much recommend adding it to your vitamin regimen.
Good.
Great item. The title says it all. As an individual who suffers from a health illness, I've noticed my hair, nails, and skin have just taken on improvement. Oh, let me digress for a second. That's one of the most common things I hear. A lot of folks feel that if their hair, skin, and nails have been compromised because they're taking a medication or because they must have health challenges, that this product can't help them. It's not true. Yes, that medication will continue to exert whatever effect it might exert on your hair, skin, and nails, but it doesn't mean that if you give healthy nutritional support to those tissues, your hair, skin, and nails, that your body can't sort of fight back. And that's one of the most common reviews you'll read are from folks who had health challenges or were taking medications that for years had just been delivering an unpleasant side effect in terms of their hair, skin, and nails, that they saw great results when they took the product. And again, of course, run it by your doctor, but there's nothing in this natural product that would conflict with a medication you might be taking.
I think a lot of us can relate to that. You know, when you're sick and you feel like your hair is sick, right? And I think, didn't you teach us that when you're sick, your body is working and healing other things, and the last thing it's worrying about and taking care of is your hair? Well,
there are certain illnesses that specifically will affect the condition of our hair, skin, and nails. And then there's certain medications we take that will specifically have an impact on those tissues as well. So the basic point is that just because those health conditions or medications are affecting our body's ability to grow those tissues as effectively as possible doesn't mean you can't give your body the nutritional support, and it doesn't mean that you won't see the benefits.
Right.
Just as anybody else would.
Makes sense.
And it does.
It's good.
So great items. The title says it all. As an individual who suffers from a health illness, I've noticed my hair, nails, and skin have just taken on improvement. My nails were so soft and breakable that if they touched anything, they would split, chip, or break. And now they're getting stronger. Thank you. My nails began to grow and have strength. My skin looks healthy with a youthful glow to it, and my hair is growing fast since I had to cut it due to damage from putting countless applications of perms in it over the years. Mr. Andrew, your healthy hair, skin, and nails and the Marine Collagen Peptides products, our Today Special next week, have really helped so much.
Bravo.
Amazing. I'm 67 and was afraid that I was losing my formerly thick hair. This product has completely turned that around. We hear that often from both men and women as their hair is thinning and breaking off prematurely, that their hair gets healthier, more robust, fuller. It doesn't break off prematurely.
Less hair in the drain.
Yes. I'm thrilled not to have handfuls of hair in my hand after I comb through it. I take a number of other AL products too, and my doctor totally approves of every one. Yay, I could go on and on. Thank you, Andrew.
Excellent.
Depend on it. This is my first purchase of Mr. Lessman supplements, and the results of this particular one have been amazing, to say the least. At 72, I've had problems with hair loss and soft nails. After a short period of use, my hair loss has greatly diminished, my nails are stronger, and I no longer need a cuticle cream. In conclusion, buy this product. Susie from Florida. Thank God for the gift of Andrew Lessman. Oh, that's
nice.
Sweet. I ran out of these about a month or more ago and did not reorder. In the last 2 weeks, my nails have been splitting and getting caught on things and breaking off. I used to complain about how often I would have to clip my nails when I used to take this product because my nails were growing and strong. I will never complain about that again. My skin is also not doing so good. I'm putting in an order this weekend, and I will make sure I never run out again. Thank you, Andrew.
See?
Do a couple more of these. What has taken me so long? Oh, glorious. What has taken me so long? I've been taking Andrew's vitamins for years, but did not think I needed this product. For the past several months, I had noticed, I think, Colleen, that was the same with you. I had noticed that my nails continued to chip. They would not grow. I also noticed problems with my hair. I decided to take this product. I've been on it for 6 days. I take 2 a day. I'm being honest when I say I notice progress already. For the first time in months, I see my nails growing, and better yet, all 10 of them have not broken. Unbelievable. My hair is less tangled and is softer. I'm so excited because I used to have beautiful hair and nails. I strongly recommend this product. Thank you, HSN, for carrying it, from Lucy in California. Can't be without this. I let my supply dwindle to nothing for several months. Big mistake. My nails began to peel again, and I began to see more hair in the shower drain catcher.
Yes.
My hair is fine and thin to begin with, so this was cause for much dismay. I'm now back on healthy hair, skin, and nails, and hope for a return to thicker hair and better nails. Actually, I'm already noticing a positive change in my nails.
Great reviews.
And typically, it's nails first, hair next, skin last.
There you go.
Everybody's different, but that's, given the nature of how those tissues grow, that's how we notice it. Do a few more. Nails galore. I started taking this supplement 3 months ago because I was having trouble with my nails. They were soft and splitting on the ends so badly that a manicure hardly lasted through a day.
No kidding.
Since I've been taking 2 capsules a day, my nails look great now. They grow easily and are very hard. I talked with my doctor before I started taking them to be sure they were safe for me, and she gave me her okay, which there's nothing in this that would be a problem. Since nails and hair have a very similar composition, I'm sure my hair is also stronger. You don't need a separate hair, skin, and nail vitamin. One does it all. They're the same system.
One capsule, yep.
Incredible results. I've never used a biotin product that worked anywhere near as good as this one, because none is like this one. I have nails that I thought I'd never see again. Last one, or last 2 here. Amazing product. This vitamin is like a superfood for nails. I've not been able to grow my nails for many years, as the nails were so soft they would split and tear very easily. Since taking this product, I noticed after a week, all my nails began to grow very rapidly. The nail texture was hard and the nail color very white. Amazing. After 3 weeks, my nails look as if I had a French manicure. I'm so excited. My sister was so impressed with the healthiness of my nails, she decided to order the product as well. I'm also very pleased with the results of on my hair. Since being on this vitamin, my hair is no longer looking thin and in fact is getting thicker all around. Thank you so much, Andrew. This is the last one. Outstanding product. I now have beautiful nails and hair. My beautician said that she had not seen hair on a 74-year-old person like mine.
Wow.
My nails are long and healthy. It really works.
And there are over 4,000 more just like that on hsn.com. That is the key to why we love this product so much. You see results. And it's funny, with the women that stop taking it, that's when you really remember and start noticing it. Because the truth is, it's just like any beauty regimen. You have to keep using your beauty creams. You have to keep using your mascara if you want your lashes to look longer. We have to keep coloring our hair if we want it to be this color. So same with healthy hair, skin, and nails. You have to keep taking it. So that's why I suggest you stock up on the big bottle. Because if you order the big one, remember that's 720 capsules. You take 2 a day. That's a whole year's supply. On top, or you can spread this out. This will last for 2 years. So that's a 2-year supply. On top of that, you're getting 38 sachets of Andrew's delicious tea, and you get several flavors with that, which is awesome. So it depends on what you want to try here, but I really hope you will try this. It's an incredible product. It totally works. It's not like any other hair, skin, and nail product on the market, because I've seen other people try to copycat, but nobody has a product like this. It truly, it's the highest level of biotin. This is the most comprehensive formula we've ever offered. It's the biggest value we've ever offered. I want to show you one more time, because for $99, I mean, think about that. One trip to the hair salon for most of us is going to cost us that. One trip to the salon for $99. You are saving over $200 tonight, and that's why we're all saying yes to it. Do you know that normally for $94, that's usually what a 180 cap would cost. So you're getting 4 times the amount of capsules for $5 more. So if there's a spouse in your family you'd like to share this with, if you have daughters you'd like to share this with, get the large one. If you just want to do 1 a day, get the 360 cap. However you want to do it, I really hope you will try it. There is some, you know, you're listening to those reviews and those women that it was very, you know, they're heartfelt, because there's something about if you grew up having good hair, or maybe you've never had good hair, but you've always wanted better hair, better nails, better skin, there's something that it really does do for the self-esteem. When you can, as we get older, you know, our hair starts thinning, our nails start breaking, our skin starts wrinkling. I mean, it happens with age. So if there's something we can do naturally that just helps us just have better hair, skin, and nails. It just, you look in the mirror and it just makes you feel good about yourself. It really does.
Our society sort of makes it difficult. I think all of the advertising we see, all the conditioning we have as we're growing up, we become dependent on looking at the best we can. And certainly the aging process undermines that. So what I always say, all we can do is try to grow old as gracefully as possible. We try to take care of ourselves. And when it comes to our hair, skin, and nails, we have to remember that we are manufacturing those tissues every moment of our lifetime. And we are not giving our body, no matter how healthily we eat, we're not giving our body the ingredients we need to grow those tissues as well as possible and as attractively as possible. So if you're doing things, if you're investing at a beauty salon, if you're investing with a manicurist, if you're investing with shampoo or conditioner or expensive skin creams, as Colleen was just talking about, then you've made a statement to yourself or to others that these tissues are important to you, their appearances or their health is. If you're not investing in the actual creation of the tissues, then that other investment sort of makes no sense at all. And especially when the least investment of all would be this. I can't say that about other people's products because they get quite expensive, but given what's in this product, you will not find a better value. It's also a pleasure to take. It's a small capsule, as we can see there, and
never upsets your stomach.
Oh, it never upsets the stomach.
Swallow. And all made right here in America, right? Made in Henderson, Nevada.
And as you can see, it's all a fine powder. Some of the powder granules there are just sticking together because when we put it in a capsule, there's no additives. And actually, when we put it in the capsule, there's a little bit of pressure. That's the only way we get the powder into the capsule. Yeah. But because there are botanical ingredients there, the pomegranate and the EGCG tend to stick together a little bit. But when that goes into your stomach, no stomach upset because there's not a tablet. There's not a tablet that's going to have to disintegrate over a period of potentially hours. That capsule is gone in a matter of moments. The contents, the powder in that capsule is available and dissolved in an instant. So you're getting the ingredients without an upset stomach. You're getting the benefits of those ingredients. And that's why this product works. I mean, if you read the reviews, and I would think with a product like this, people are seeking wide-ranging benefits because people are diverse and we all have different interests and goals and desires from a product like this. But to think that the product in the end ultimately has about 95% positive reviews and over 80% five-star reviews, I think makes a statement about how you can trust and rely on this product to deliver. And as I said before, this, by the way, has our lowest return rate of any product we make. The large size of Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails has the lowest return rate of any product I make. But as I said,
amazing. You
could feel free to return it. So nevertheless, I doubt you will. But of course, you can feel free to return it because you should only keep it if it's working for you.
That's it. And remember, this is there's one day a year that we offer a special formula like this, where you're getting pomegranate and all the wonderful health benefits, the antioxidant benefits of pomegranate, and you're getting EGCG. That's the green tea EGCG. That's that, again, powerful antioxidant that is derived from green tea. That is one of the great health benefits of drinking it. Those two ingredients are in that formula. Those separately, for example, I'll show you the 720. If you were just buying those products, if you were just buying an EGCG and just buying a pomegranate, I'll show you here, those are $50 a piece. Okay, I mean, just the pomegranate 720 capsules would cost $49 and pennies. And then same with the EGCG. So you're at about $100 just in those two products. And then on top of that, you're getting 38 sachets of the green tea. That is another almost, what, $31.54. So you could not buy these for the $99. Just the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails by itself, 720 capsules, is $172. So that's why this is unequivocally the best value we have ever had on one of our top selling products at HSN of all time. Absolute, has to be the top reviewed beauty product here. I mean, to get that many people to give it a perfect 5-star reviews consistently. Look at that, 20,000 have been spoken for so far. The big one is by far the favorite. If you take 2 a day, or if you want to get your husband going on it, you take this. Andrew takes this product, right? I mean, it really is one that everybody can benefit from it. I love the lady that talked about the eyelashes. She noticed the difference with her eyelashes.
We have dozens and dozens of reviews that talk about eyelashes. One of the most common things we hear with dry, brittle nails, folks who've never been able to grow out their nails their entire life, that their nails would actually be challenging, or even folks, problems with their toenails. that they might, shoes or whatever might have injured a toenail, and for years never had the ability to grow a nail back, and suddenly the nail grew back. Again, not a medical product or anything like that, but it delivers the materials, the raw materials necessary. It delivers the tools that are required for your body to grow these tissues, and these are challenged tissues. The way we live, what we do, the way we eat challenges these tissues. And again, I was talking before to a friend about our hair. And they were talking about how they were not really happy about how their hair was growing out, so I was suggesting they use the product, and they had long hair. And I said, do you realize that when your hair gets beyond your shoulders, that hair is probably, what, a year and a half old, if it's beyond your shoulders?
Yeah, I would say.
So
That's a good point.
What article of clothing would you wear for a year and a half? Probably wash it almost every day or most every day, never take it off, sleep in it, and expect that at the end of a year and a half, that article of clothing isn't in a shambles.
Right.
So,
in a rag.
So the only way you could expect that hair to really, even if it's not that long, it still is months old, to tolerate or withstand that, is if you manufacture it well. And that's why we read so many reviews that talk about, I was never able to grow out my hair beyond a certain length. As I got older, it got finer and finer. It would break off immediately. That the moment that hair follicle is healthier and the hair is growing out in a more robust fashion, it grows out and it doesn't break off. And the same thing with our nails. Those dry, brittle, thin, cracked nails, that's the first thing a dermatologist will recommend biotin for. The same with fine hair that's not growing out. So if your body is telling you something is amiss because it's struggling to manufacture these tissues in a healthy fashion, the solution isn't found on the outside of your body where those tissues are already dead when you see them. The solution is found on the inside of your body where you manufacture and where you create them.
That's it. I mean, it makes sense. It really does. And that's why it's one of those products that it's exciting to see a beauty product really work, right? And so often we're disappointed. And this is something that gets you those wonderful results. We're super excited you're all ordering it tonight. If you're new to this product, I can't wait for you to try it for the very first time. The best news is that this is a one-day only offer, and after today, this goes away. We only get to do it, that's it. It more than doubles in price. So whether you want to do the Try Me, the small size, as I said, for $24 on your credit card, if you go with the largest one. Oh, and by the way, you do get that nice big, this is 38. You're getting 30 of this is the actual green tea. And then you're getting 8 additional samplers. And these will also come with the other sizes as well.
You get to try green tea. And it's the finest organic green tea. I make green tea for people who hate green tea, because I'm not someone who likes green tea. But I make green tea that's mild, that doesn't get bitter. So, and it's a great habit to have in terms of healthy skin. If you look at folks in Japan who are frequent green tea drinkers, their skin tends to age beautifully and wonderfully, and green tea is full of EGCG, which is a wonderfully protective compound for the health of our skin. So I haven't read many of the charts. I was just going to read some basic charts on biotin, and again, no one does biotin as well as we do biotin, and we've been doing biotin now we're doing it for decades in this product because we've always delivered higher levels, which, by the way, in your multivitamin, you're getting 30 micrograms of biotin typically.
Right.
You're getting 4,000 here.
4,000.
So you're getting more than 100 times more, because that's what's required. So from Journals of Drugs and Dermatology, and obviously dermatologists talk about biotin. Biotin is a water-soluble B-complex vitamin that has been shown to alter gene expression in more than 2,000 genes. So that is why it plays such an incredible role, not just in the growth of our hair, skin, and nails, but actually in the maintenance of other tissues in our body, like our connective tissue and our joints. So biotin, and we often have reviews that talk about other benefits from this product beyond hair, skin, and nails. Biotin is required for the cellular metabolism of glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids.
So it's not just for beauty.
Oh, no, no. It's an essential vitamin, an essential nutrient that plays a role in just a multitude of chemical reactions in our body.
Wow.
The recommended daily allowance of biotin in adults is 30 micrograms. That's what you see in the typical multivitamin. That 30 micrograms is meaningless, basically. The typical diet delivers 40 micrograms. Unlike the biotin present in foodstuffs, also another point, in food it's hard to absorb, which is largely protein-bound and incompletely absorbed. Pharmaceutical preparations of biotin, like we do here, possess 100% bioavailability, meaning our biotin can be completely available. Expert review of endocrinology and metabolism. The importance of biotin for human health has been underappreciated for many years. Evidence has been provided that marginal biotin deficiency might be more common than widely believed. Therefore, biotin homeostasis, the maintenance of a biotin balance in our body, is crucial for maintaining normal body functions, in particular in the heart, muscle, and brain. Are you struggling with your boots there? I'm reading these charts, and I see Colleen like bending over the counter there and go, what the heck?
You know what it is? It's me. I think I need this heater. I'm hot.
Well, actually, it's not as cool as when we started. It's gotten warmer here.
It's not. So I take my boots off. Sorry. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I didn't mean to distract you, but yeah, I was getting warm in here, and usually so anyway.
No, it isn't as cool as it was. It actually is a little warmer.
Okay.
So, or I
anyway,
thought I was. No,
sorry, I did not mean to distract.
No. So for the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, the incidence of biotin deficiency has been increasingly reported in recent years. Owing to its central role in these important cellular functions, severe biotin deficiency can be manifested as a wide range of clinical abnormalities, including neurologic disorders, growth retardation, and skin abnormalities. So it's a serious issue. And this is our first chart that I didn't read at all. Originally developed almost 20 years ago, Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails has become our most popular formula. It's our #1 reorder formula, which means it works, because that's, and I'd say probably 90+% of the orders you see on the screen are all reorders.
Right.
It is HSN's most positively reviewed product with almost 4,000 5-star reviews. Thousands of passionate reviews provide the best proof of how effectively you can trust this unique formula to work for you. I could talk, as I say, till I'm as blue in the face as this shirt, but it really doesn't mean anything in terms of comparing it to those reviews, because that's the voice of thousands of people who've used the product, many of whose experience could reflect exactly what you could expect if you get this home.
That's it. I hope you're ordering yours. We are so excited at the response, and you know, we all wait for the entire year for this. This is the day you stock up, or you try it for the first time, because it is the best buy that we can offer you. And this formula goes away at midnight. You don't keep, we don't stock this formula with the pomegranate.
This is a special one-time formula,
that's
yes.
It. So that's what makes it extra special. And on top of that, you're getting the tea. And this is the biggest, best buy we've ever had.
Yes, this is the best value, especially when we throw in the green tea in, 4,000 micrograms of biotin. And it's a product that, again, common sense dictates. If you want your hair, skin, and nails to look their very best, the only time you have a real opportunity, the only opportunity to make a difference in their structure and their appearance, because remember, you're manufacturing them. You might be doing it unconsciously, but your body's manufacturing them. The only opportunity you have is if you give your body the tools that that machinery requires when it manufactures them. The only reason this is as great a product as it is because we make sure that we have all the right materials to create it that way. The same goes for your body.
Yep, be sure, because you know, you heard some of those reviews, people talking about the fact they've tried other biotin products. This is not like the other products. This not only does have 4,000 micrograms, but I love that it's supported.
Bioavailable, and it has all the other B vitamins that are necessary for biotin to work. And if you just take straight biotin, in most cases, most Americans have marginal insufficiencies of several nutrients. So you might deliver all the biotin in the world, and it might even be in the best form, but it can't do all that work on its own. It needs the additional support.
There we go. We'll continue to take all of your calls. If you log on to hsn.com, shop by remote, grab your phone, download that app. It's the easiest way to order. Or, of course, you can call our toll-free number. We have one more special, though, we want to squeeze in here before we will have an encore of the Today's Special for our friends on the West Coast who maybe were at dinner and are just getting in because it's still early out there, early in the evening. So we want to be sure, right? 10 p.m.?
Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. here.
I know it. I know. But our West Coast friends, you might just be joining us. If you want to see a full presentation on the Today's Special, we do have an encore coming up. But before we talk about that, you did want to squeeze in the omega-3.
And the reason why I wanted to do this is because when it comes to our hair, our skin, our nails, and especially one of the roles of biotin, biotin is involved in chemistry that allows our body to integrate proteins and fat. That fat is absolutely critical to the radiance of our hair and skin, the radiance and shine of our skin, the natural moisturizing of our skin, because I talked about phytoceramides. Phytoceramides are these ceramides in our body. These ceramides are part of the moisturizing system, or really the moisture protection and moisture retention system in our cells, as are omega-3s, even as is cholesterol. So the way our body keeps moisture in cells is by having these lipid-like molecules like omega-3s or ceramides or cholesterol on the outside in the membranes. So omega-3s are critical to internal moisturization. They're critical to the radiance of our skin and the radiance of our hair, and critical for healthy nails. And when it comes to the healthiest of fats, these are the healthiest of fats. So I could talk for hours on the role that omega-3s, especially DHA, plays in the healthy brain and the maintenance of a healthy brain, or the healthy eye, a healthy macular region and retina of the eye. But just in terms of, if we want to become superficial, the healthiest looking hair, skin, and nails requires the healthiest complement of fatty acids, and that's what this is.
There we go. I want to show you what the choices are very quickly, because we do have a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360 count cap supply. And you can see we have today, normally $159. Look at this, $60 off. $60 off if you order the largest choice. $30 off if you're going for the 180, $12 off or $7 off. We have FlexPay on the larger ones, of course. This is great, great, great birthday pricing. The best part about Andrew's omega-3, besides the fact that it is the absolute finest possible ingredients on the market, but they are not fishy. This is an omega-3 product that is not fishy. You would never know you've taken fish oil when you take this. You will never, ever get a fishy aftertaste. It's the most wonderful and remarkable thing when you take this product.
Not that I recommend you do so, but on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning, and frankly I have, you could take a handful of these. And take a handful of these with a cup of hot tea or just hot water, whatever it might be. You will not taste any fishy aftertaste. It's something that we discovered, the specific natural essential oil, and the natural essential oil that we use in this is derived from orange. It's derived from orange skin, but that natural oil, it doesn't mask the omega-3 taste, the fishy odor. It neutralizes it. So you're left with virtually the only thing you might notice is a hint of orange, but in most cases, not even that, because they both neutralize each other. So there's no fishy aftertaste, there's no fishy indigestion. So any of the things that you might have learned to hate about a fish oil product, this has eliminated it. And it's something that we're incredibly proud of accomplishing, because this has made it possible for so many people, hundreds of thousands of people, to use omega-3s that never thought of using them before.
You're right.
And that never could use them before. So it makes, plus the way we make our omega-3s, we use the natural form of omega-3 fatty acids. The typical product uses synthetic. We balance it following Mother Nature. Mother Nature favors DHA over EPA. The two different omega-3 fatty acids, DHA, which is docosahexaenoic acid, EPA, which is icosapentaenoic acid. Mother Nature likes DHA more than EPA. I like DHA more than EPA. Why? Because DHA is pretty much the only fatty acid in my brain and your brain. DHA is pretty much the only fatty acid in your eye, the retina of your eye, the macular region of your eye, and that's the primary component of both of those structures. So the typical omega-3 product favors EPA, the other fatty acid. It's an important one, but not as important as DHA. Why do they do that? Because the industrial process of making the typical omega-3 product favors EPA. So what we have to do when we make our product, it's far more expensive to make it concentrated, so it's a small capsule, and follow the exact blueprint of Mother Nature, because we have to avoid those industrially produced products.
There we go. And by the way, huge customer pick on hsn.com. 4.7 is the average out of perfect 5-star, and that is on a fish oil product. And there's over a few more than 3,000 reviews, and of that, 2,600 are perfect 5. You have another,
254.
250.
So
yeah.
you're almost at 2,900.
Right.
On 4 and 5-star reviews. Out of 3,075. So it gives you a sense that of probably 3,000 reviews, there's probably only 30 or 40 1- or 2-star reviews. So probably only about 1 or 2% of the reviews are 1- or 2-star reviews.
You're right.
And by the way, sometimes those 1- or 2-star reviews have nothing to do with the product. It might be that the shipping company crushed the package or something like that, or it arrived late. So it's interesting. But when you look at a product like that, again, omega-3 is kind of like my Essential 1 multivitamin. These are products that most people have learned to hate. So I think the reason why we get such passionate reviews and such an enormous quantity of reviews is because people are surprised. So they feel like they need to share their surprise, and they write these glowing reviews.
I've never seen anything like it, your reviews you get. It's really fantastic. We appreciate it. It's wonderful because it really, I think, helps a lot of people. When you share other people's experiences, it's encouraging.
No, it is literally part of my shows that the moment we started capturing reviews, probably 8 or 10 years ago on the internet, it literally became part of the fabric of my shows. We don't do inbound calls. The reason why I don't, and I'll say this really quickly, is because the worry, technically, legally, we can't allow you to make medical claims, because I don't make medical claims.
We used to take calls.
We used to.
And they used to have to bleep out because people would call and make claims, and then they have to always do the bleep.
Well, also
bleep,
the
bleep.
law changed. So you can't even disclaim in live TV. It used to be if you disclaimed it.
I see.
Speaking as a food and drug attorney now, if you disclaimed it, it used to be acceptable. After a while, they said even if you disclaim a claim, you can't say it cures this or that and then disclaim it. It's once they ring the bell, you can't unring the bell, as they say.
Got it.
So the law changed. So I like to be conservative and just sell my products with the appropriate scientific information and leave all those claims to other companies.
Yeah, so that's why, again, it's fun to see those great reviews. If you would like to continue to order this, I would encourage you to do so. Take advantage of the birthday pricing. Andrew's back at noon Eastern Time.
Noon tomorrow.
Helen's standing by. She's going to give you a peek at what's coming up, and then we have an encore presentation of our Best Buy of the Day. Stay tuned, everybody.